Okay, so today we are going to talk about Lewis dot structures. Lewis dot structures give you the initial point for making molecular models. Lewis dot structures are dependent on valence electrons. Valence electrons are the electrons in the outermost shell, as we have covered in theory. So let's say if we look at nitrogen. Nitrogen has 5 valence electrons. You put 1 on each side and then you double. So imagine that the letter is sitting in a square box and then you're putting 1 on each side and then you double. So nitrogen is going to have 1 pair and 3 single electrons. The 3 single electrons are the point of bonding. Let's look at hydrogen. Hydrogen has only 1 electron. So because it has 1 valence electrons, you can actually have only 1 dot. How do you put together a structure which combines nitrogen and hydrogen? Let's look at ammonia. Ammonia is NH3. 3 hydrogens linked with 1 nitrogen. The first thing to look at is the central atom. So to find the central atom, you need to look at individual atoms' Lewis dot structure. So we are comparing nitrogen, which has 5. The lone pair, I'm looping this to help you remember that this is where we will not be bonding. We will be bonding from the location of these 3 unpaired electrons. So once we figure this, we see that nitrogen can make 3 single bonds. Let's compare this to hydrogen. Hydrogen only has 1 atom, 1 electron, therefore it will only be able to bond at 1 position. When you compare the two, the one that can have the most single bonds will be in the center. So nitrogen can have 3 single bonds, hydrogen can have 1 single bond, therefore nitrogen is the winner for the central atom. Now how do you make the structure when you have both of them together? You start with nitrogen, and the positions where you have the lone pair stays together. The positions which are open for bonding are the positions where hydrogen is going to come and link. So now I'm putting the hydrogen, and just to represent the electron from hydrogen with a cross, it will help you see that when they bond together, they pair up. So wherever the electron for nitrogen pairs up with electron from hydrogen, you have a single bond. You can show the Lewis dot structure for ammonia, which is NH3, as this structure, or the better way of showing this is with straight lines when you are looking at the paired bonding electrons. So this one is called the lone pair of electrons. This is called the bonding pair of electrons, or bonding electrons. To make this structure better, as I explained to you, you can put the lines instead of the electrons where you have bonding electrons. I'm going to keep this lone pair here just to remind you that that is non-bonding, and then you have these lines to represent the bond. Thank you.